filters on this color.
All right, sir, go ahead.
Okay, this is your new Unimac 45-pound washer extractor. On the very back wall, if you come around here, we have an injection pump, okay? And then if you follow the lines down, the blue is your disinfectant, COVID, bio-bloodborne, and then the clear is the citrus grease detergent, okay? So now, here is what the new wash formulas are gonna be. Number 1 is gonna be outer shell, wildland brush gear. Number 2 is gonna be liner and hoods. 3 is gonna be bio-bloodborne decon COVID, okay? And I'll come back to this in just a second, okay? Number 4 is gonna be an extra spin in case the garment comes out wet, okay? Then number 5 is gonna be your shop rags, okay? Okay, now, turnouts must be washed separate. Turnout liners must be washed separate from turnout shells, okay? Disinfectant, which is your number 3, the blue, is a disinfectant for biohazard, bloodborne, decon only, okay? And then when they leave the extractor door open when you guys are done. Now let's go back up to number 3 here, all right? Normally what we do in 1, 2, okay, is we take and separate the shell from the liner. We turn the liner inside out, set that aside for another wash, okay? We're gonna empty our pockets. Then we're gonna close our pockets back up with the Velcro or snaps, however your uniform is, okay? Then we're gonna close our storm flap up, okay? Then we're gonna put into up to 8 pieces, okay? And then if it's the outer shell, we're gonna do number 1, and that's gonna be approximately 58, 59 minutes. Then our liners, we're gonna put the liners in there, again, up to 8, and then that is going to be about 50 minutes, okay? Now, on the number 3, the bio-bloodborne, okay? This is the one time that we don't empty our pockets. Hopefully we have at least latex gloves on, universal precaution, okay? We're gonna take the entire garment off. We're not gonna separate the shell and liner. It's a decon. It's gonna go in there, okay? And then you're gonna hit cycle number 3. Then it's going to fill up with water. The injection pump will come on in the back and it will go for about 1.5 minutes, okay? It will then sit in a soaking bath for about 12 minutes. Every minute it will turn 2 turns, stop and soak. A minute later, 2 turns, stop and soak. And that's to make sure that we mix the disinfectant throughout everything, okay? Then when you take it out, it's going to be soaking wet because of the liner inside. Now you're going to take and separate the shell from the liner, set the liner aside. You're going to empty your pockets just like I mentioned before, and you are now going to put the outer shells in there up to 8, and you're going to do a number cycle 1, okay? Then you're going to do your liners, put it in, and you're going to do cycle 2, okay? The decon is strictly a decon, okay? It is not a wash. Now, does it wash some? Yes, okay? But we want to make sure that we get all of the disinfectant out of the liner because the quilted portion lays against our skin, okay? So that's it. This has a sticky back, so you can determine where you want to place it, either there or here. Then these here are the same that I just explained to you. This is for the outer shell, and it tells you what to do. This is for the liner, tells you what to do. And this is for the bloodborne bio, and it's this portion here. So maybe find some place to maybe stick them on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. So now when you go to put your pieces, if you put 1 or 2 pieces in here, it's not going to do anywhere near the cleaning that we want. Okay. So the ideal thing is 4 up to 8. Okay. So we'll put the garments in there. Now on the biohazard, when you put the entire garment in there, take your gloves off, the latex gloves, put them in there because they're contaminated also. Then take and close this up. Then we're going to hit cycle number 3. This has 30 in it. Okay, so you can see that's not it. Hit it again. There's our number 3, and we're going to hit start. Okay, so it's pretty basic. And then periodically, come over here with the camera. If you look down the side over here, you see the little red button, red dot, red light?
Yes, sir.
That means it's plugged in. If that isn't plugged in and you do all of this, you will get no injection.
Okay.
Okay? And then periodically look at the pails. Come over and just give a little kick to make sure you have soap.
So,
Now, the disinfectant is easy because it's blue and you can see it. So if you're here and you notice, geez, there's no blue there, that means you need to replace the disinfectant. Here is an extra 5 gallon, and these here, you can take and pour those in with a funnel down the road. Okay? So that's about it. So now, again, number 1 is outer shell and brush gear, wildland gear. Number 2 is liners and hoods. Number 3 is bloodborne biohazard. Number 4 is an extra spin. On the extra spin, let's say you start to take your pants out, the outer shell, and the leg got twisted and there's a bunch of water in it. You can put it back in there, untwist it, close this, and hit a number 4, and it will give you about 6 minutes extra spin to help it dry quicker down the road, since you don't have a dryer, okay? So again, maximum 8, minimum, the ideal thing is 4, okay? So if you are going to be doing your turnouts, okay, maybe one of the other crew members would do it also.
When you say 4 garments, you mean
4 pieces.
4 pieces, got it,
4
okay.
pieces, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, so that's about it. So next week I'm 78.
and what was your first name?
Ralph Scott. I retired in October 3rd, 2002. We got 3% at age 50. I retired at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so this here is going to extend everybody's retirement life. So
Sounds good.
that's it, and good luck, everybody.
All right, thank you.